question. I actually didn't know what an entrepreneur was until I came to Stanford. You probably don't hear that a lot from students, but I really didn't know what it was. And then I watched the Facebook video, the Facebook movie, The Social Network, and my eyes were open to what my peers were doing and what people were doing, in the Silicon Valley, and why it was so popular. So I think that had opened my eyes to what entrepreneurship was, and then over the next few months I started realizing that there were so many things that students could do to become successful entrepreneurs and to make their ideas turn into realities. So I started thinking about things, and I realized that there are a lot of things that I was passionate about working on. One in particular, which was Class Owl. And I thought of the idea and it kind of ran with it, and it became a part of me instantaneously. So this all happened in my sophomore dorm. I was watching a video with my roommate, and the idea struck me that a video interaction would be a really good way of talking to other students. And I had been using the course management software for some time now, and I had been wanting to create something myself. So I was thinking maybe it would be a good idea to put all the different students together in a web platform and have them interact through either video or web-based interactions, helping each other navigate through the classrooms, or even talking about social events, and getting everyone in one place where they could find out more about what's going on campus, because there's so many things going on, and there's so many different sources that people have to consult every day just to figure out what's going on. So I thought about the idea for some time, and then I started sketching. I brought out a notepad, I started drawing ideas of what a website would look like that encompassed all these different elements that I wanted. And then I conducted a survey with over 200 students of my peers, and asked them, what they needed from the school that they didn't currently have. And the results were overwhelmingly unified, and students wanted a single place where they could find all of their information for school. And they also wanted to have a place where they could find out more things about what was going on campus. So I started calling friends who knew how to program. I started calling people who had worked on nonprofits before in education. And before you know it, I had a team of 5 people that were working on this idea full time. So Stanford has a very unique culture of making you believe that anything is possible. And I think that cultural expectation is a driving factor in why so many startups come out of this place. People have ideas all the time, all over the world, but it takes a certain kind of environment where people believe that they can actually do something with their ideas. And Stanford, not only the students, but the faculty and the programs enable students to take hold of their ideas. And for me personally, it started with students. I knew that there were people around me that were more talented in different areas than myself, and they all wanted to work together to create something. Once we had a team formed, we're working on a product, the next step was to ask for help and ask for advice from people who knew what our product could do in a larger scale for the university. So we got a hold of the registrar's office, and we talked to a lot of people in administration, and they really helped us along in terms of helping us navigate through the waters of creating contracts and the business aspect of the company. And there's so many other things that Stanford provides that make it really easy to pursue essentially your dreams. And we also took part in the StartX program, which is an accelerator for Stanford startups. And they provide us with office space, with free legal counsel, and free hosting on web servers. And and also a community of other entrepreneurs that are also working on different ideas. And I think having all these people in one place, constantly thinking about the next big thing and how to reach that goal, it really enables students to do whatever they want. I'd say the number one piece of advice for someone who doesn't know, how to get started or what to do in terms of, recruiting a team, is just to ask questions. To find people that are more knowledgeable, have done it before. Even your peers will actually have a lot of experience because we've lived in the Valley for so long. And just ask. Do you think this is a tangible idea? Do you think I can execute? Once you recruit people that are excited about your idea and really believe that there's something tangible there, then the next steps will become very obvious. So now I've kind of put on a different hat. I had been working on ClassOwl, which is this time management software, for about 2 years, and we had a design development firm create all of our branding and our front end design, and I really liked the experience with them, and I realized that there was a lot of opportunity for this firm that's actually based in Eastern Europe to open its office in San Francisco. So I've been working with many different clients in San Francisco and in the Valley that are wanting any sort of development, iPhone, iPad, website development, or they want help with marketing and branding. So we help build infographics and different marketing materials and advertisement campaigns to kind of help either other companies or larger organizations with their marketing goals and their marketing needs. And in this day and age, people may ask, like, why have you shifted in such a different direction? But I think it's, a lot of it's very similar in terms of the problem that I'm trying to fix, which is a lot of it communication. There are a lot of communication problems nowadays because there's so many different sources of information, and people are, reading so many different sites and talking to so many different people that it's really important to have clear messaging, especially through companies and especially in the education space. So it's a different experience, but I'm really excited to see what I can learn from it, and also it enables me to be creative on the day-to-day basis. So I'm excited to see what happens.